Hi class, I'm your teacher Jennifer Schaller, and I wanted to make this video to kind of talk about the purpose for different assignments this week. I know that some of you are new to online learning and you may not understand the purpose of all of these different tools, so I thought I would expand a little bit on why I choose the assignments that I do. So you can see I have two classes, C4 and then C1. I'm going to go into C1, but it's set up the same as C4. And here you'll see that you can find the materials for class. I did talk about this in the other video, but you can find the materials for class under that coursework button. My computer's being slow. And then content. I have students asking me about the discussion, and I was thinking maybe students are not, I know a lot of you are new to online learning, and I know that maybe, at first it's a weird sort of terrain. So, the quiz is obvious, right? We all know you learn the material and then get quizzed on it. That's a pretty simple sort of assessment. But then the purpose of a discussion in an online class is different. It's not to test how much you know. It's more like a place where you answer questions and describe your ideas or maybe brainstorm. I like to have a really active discussion area so that people feel comfortable to express their ideas and to voice concerns too. I think it's fine to say I need help. And if you do that in a public place, like the discussion area, this is public, everyone sees what you post, then it can help other people to feel just like they're not alone. So the purpose of this, the way that you're going to do it this week is a lot of people are already in here doing this and discussing. But so you click on that link, and what you're going to want to do is answer the questions with your ideas. This first question was just how, just get to know you. What are your plans? And I like to know that as a teacher, just so that if there's any resources I know about that could be helpful to you, I would like to pass those on. I also want to know how you learn best. I give a lot of feedback on student drafts, and I think that helps them to write stronger final drafts. That's kind of my approach to teaching writing, is making people write and then giving them feedback. And then I'll also give a little bit of feedback in the discussions when I grade them, but usually it's more along the lines of great job. So to do this right here, start a new thread, that is the website's word thread for a response. And so when you create a new thread, you're creating one of these areas where students post what how they're answering the questions. And also I wanted to go over this because I know it's a new platform for a lot of you too, so it looks different from Blackboard Learn. I think it looks better and it's prettier. So you would start a new thread and then answer the questions, and then you post it when you're done. And then what you also want to do is go in and read what other people write, and you can respond to them too. So think about the discussion area as a place where you can brainstorm and come up with ideas and collaborate with people. It's a group area. It's a little bit more, the whole class can see it, it's a little bit more informal. You still want to do a spell check, but your tone doesn't have to be formal like you would for a paper. And then the other things that we have this week are, loading. There's a private journal area. So that is also, I have private journals for most weeks. And pretty much just think of it as an area where you can also brainstorm, but on your own. And it's also a place to reflect on what we're learning, what we're talking about, and then also, yeah, so like the topics that we're discussing, you'll reflect on them, and then also you can reflect on like what you're learning in the class. So it's a good place to just stop and I don't know, just kind of stop and reflect. So that's what we have for this week. We have the private journal, and then we have goals and writing process, and then the quiz. And then next week I can get into that too, but it'll be similar in the format where it's a quiz on grammar, and then a public discussion, and then probably something else to write on your own. So let me know if you have any questions about the work for this week. Have a good week 1.